friends, today we are going to discuss about a very important topic, that is orbit and orbital. Most of the students are confused in the meaning of orbit and orbitals. What is meant by orbit? What is meant by orbital? They are mostly confused. This lecture is to overcome the problem between the meaning of orbit and orbitals. So friend, let us move towards our main important topic, that is orbit and orbitals. First we can see here the meaning of orbit. What is meant by orbit? Orbit is also called as sail, or it is also called as main energy. To understand this concept, I am drawing here the structure of atom. We know that friend, at the center of atom, nucleus is present, and around the nucleus, number of circular paths are present. And in this circular path, number of electrons are revolving around the nucleus. And this circular path is called as orbit, or it is also called as sail, or it is also called as main energy. So what is meant by orbit? Orbit means the circular path around the nucleus in which electrons are revolving. Now, those circular path nearest to the nucleus, it is first orbit, and it is also called as K sail. The second circular path is called as second orbit or L sail. Third circular path is called as third orbit or M sail, and fourth circular path is called as fourth orbit and N sail. Means first sail is the K sail, second sail is the L sail, third sail is the M sail, and fourth sail is the N sail. Now this is the meaning of orbit. Orbit is simply the circular path around the nucleus. Now let us move towards the orbital. Orbital is also called as subshell. We know that friends, electrons are revolving around the nucleus in circular path. But where is the exact position of electron? That is, probability of finding the electrons. And this is appears in three-dimensional region. That is, along x-axis, along y-axis, along z-axis. And here the probability of finding the electrons is maximum in three-dimensional region around nucleus called as orbital, or it is also called as subshell. To understand the meaning of orbital, I am taking here the example of boron. We know that friends, atomic number of boron is 5. Therefore, boron contains 5 electrons. But what is the exact position of fifth electron in boron? It is present in 1s orbit, or it is present in 2s orbit, or it is present in 2p orbit. Where is the exact position of fifth electron in boron? Means when you have to find out the exact position of electrons, or probability of finding the electron is maximum, then it is called as orbital. So simply, the three-dimensional region in which the probability of finding the electrons is maximum around nucleus, called as orbital or subshell. And the orbitals are of four types: s orbital, s means sharp; p orbital, p means principal; d orbital, d means diffuse; f orbital, f means fundamental. Now, s orbital has spherical shape. Then p orbital has dumbbell shape. And there are three types of p orbital: px, py and pz. When the lobe of these orbital is along x-axis, then it is called as px orbital. Means lobes or dumbbells is along x-axis, then it is called as px orbital. When lobe or dumbbells is along y-axis, then it is called as py orbital. And when the lobes or dumbbell is along z-axis, then it is called as pz orbital. So p orbital is classified in three types: px, py and pz. Now then, let us move towards the d orbital. And d orbital has double dumbbell shape, means two dumbbell. And on the basis of arrangement of two dumbbells, they are classified in five types: dx square minus y square, dz square, dxy, dyz and dxz. On the basis of position of lobes or dumbbells, they are further classified into two types. When the lobes or dumbbells along the axis, then there are two types of d orbital, that is dx square minus y square and dz square. And when the lobes in between the axis, then there are three types of d orbital, that is dxy, dyz and dxz. Now let us see in the diagram dx square minus y square. Now here the lobe of orbital is along x and y axis. So it is dx square minus y square. Now then dz square. In dz square, the lobes is along z axis. So it is dz square. Now then dxy. Now here the lobes are present in between x and y axis. So it is dxy. Now then in dyz, again here the lobe of orbital is present in between y and z axis. So this is dyz orbital. Now lastly dxz. In this the lobe is again present in between the x and z axis. So it is dxz orbital. Means d orbital is classified in five types, that is dx square minus y square, dz square, dxy, dyz and dxz. But on the basis of position of lobe, they are classified further in two types. Now let us move towards which orbitals are present in orbit. Now we know that, friends, here the first cell nearest to the nucleus is K cell, and in K cell only one orbital is present, and that is 1s orbital. Now in second cell, L cell, and L cell contains the two orbitals, that is 2s and 2p. Then in M cell, 3s, 3p and 3d orbitals are present. And last, N cell contains 4s, 4p, 4d and 4f orbitals. These are the orbitals present in orbit or cell. Now then, what is the capacity of electron in orbitals? Now we know that, friend, s orbital has spherical shape and they has only the 2 electron capacity. Now then, p orbital will be classified in 3 types: px, py and pz, and in each lobe contains 2 electrons. So in px contains 2 electrons, py contains 2 electrons, pz contains 2 electrons. So total 6 electrons are present in p orbital. Now then we move towards d orbital. Now we know that d orbital are classified in 5 types: dx square minus y square, dz square, dxy, dyz and dxz. And each orbital will contains here the 2 electrons. That is, dx square minus y square contains 2 electrons, dz square contains 2 electrons, dxy contains 2 electrons, dxz contains 2 electrons and dyz contains 2 electrons. So total 10 electrons are present in d orbitals, or capacity of d orbital is 10 electron. And lastly, f orbital. Now f orbital are classified in 7 types, but the shape of these orbital is very complex. So here only I mention the 7 types of f orbital, and we know that, friend, each lobe will contains here the 2 electrons. So 7 into 2, that is 14 electrons are present in f orbital. Means s orbital will having 2 electron capacity, p orbital will having 6 electron capacity, d orbital will having 10 electron capacity and f orbital will having 14 electron capacity. And lastly, we move towards the capacity of electron in cell or orbit. Now we know that, friend, first cell is the K cell, and K cell contains one s orbital. S orbital has 2 electron capacity. So total 2 electron is the capacity of K cell. Now then, L cell. L cell contains 2s and 2p orbital, and s orbital has 2 electron capacity and p has 6 electron capacity. So total 8 electron is the capacity of L cell. Now then, M cell. M cell contains 3s, 3p and 3d orbitals, and s orbital has 2 electron capacity, p orbital has 6 electron capacity and d orbital has 10 electron capacity. So total 18 electron is the capacity of M cell. And lastly, N cell. N cell contains 4s, 4p, 4d and 4f orbital. And we know that, friends, s orbital has 2 electron capacity, p orbital has 6 electron capacity, d orbital has 10 electron capacity and f orbital has 14 electron capacity. So total 32 electron is the capacity of N cell, and these are the capacity of electron in every cell. That is K cell 2 electron, L cell 8 electron, M cell 18 electron, N cell 32 electron. And this is the orbit and orbitals. So thank you friends.